Wonder weapons are unequivocally the most devastating type of weapons from Call of Duty Zombies, but which 5 are the best of them all? Let's take a look. Hi guys, and welcome back to another top 5 zombie video, and today we're going to be ranking the top 5 best wonder weapons from World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 zombies. As always guys, if you enjoy, please be sure to show your support by liking and subscribing. That would be very much appreciated. But with that said, let's move on to the list. Starting off our list at the number 5 spot today guys, we have the 3179 JGB 215. It's quite a mouthful, so we're just going to call it the baby gun. Now this is exclusive to Shangri-La, and what it does is when you shoot a zombie with it, it basically shrinks them to the size of a baby, and then that allows you then to just run into them or sprint into them or use any other weapon just to finish them off. I think it gives them like a really small amount of HP, and you can just like run into them and they go flying. So it's very hilarious to use, and it's very effective as well at taking out sort of big hordes. When players do the high round attempts on Shangri-La, they use this weapon to do the Semtex strategy. So you'll throw a Semtex on the ground with a horde of zombies behind you. You'll then shoot the baby gun before the Semtex goes off, and then you've got 24 shrunken zombies, and then the Semtex will then just blow up and kill all 24 zombies. So it's really effective at getting to a high round on Shangri-La. However, I didn't actually play this map that much, so I don't really have an awful lot of experience using this specific wonder weapon, but that's still, I still understand how just ridiculously good this weapon is. Like I said, it's only available on Shangri-La. You can't get it on any other map, and it's only available out of the mystery box. You can't build it or buy it off the wall or anything like that, so it's basically just pot luck if you do get your hands on it. So yeah, baby gun, a very enjoyable weapon, hilarious to use as well. Watching the zombies get shrunken down to tiny little figures, and yeah, you can just run into them or use any other weapon just to finish them off. So yeah, an exceptional weapon, really good for getting to high rounds, and yeah, by far I think just the best weapon on Shangri-La, obviously by a mile. It is just so fun to use. So yeah, I'm going to put the baby gun in at the number 5 spot. Up one space at the number 4 spot today guys, we have the Wunderwaffe DG2 from World at War and Black Ops 1. Now this is the very first decent wonder weapon that we saw in zombies. Obviously on Narc and Toten we only had the ray gun, and on Verrückt we only had the ray gun. It's okay, it's not really that good, but the Wunderwaffe was introduced in Shino Numa, and it made an appearance in Der Riese and also on Call of the Dead on Black Ops 1 when you kill George after you've done the Easter egg. Now the Wunderwaffe is infinite damage. It has infinite damage, and you can kill up to a maximum of 10 zombies per lightning bolt, and you get 18 shocks of lightning with the non-pack-a-punch version. So you can kill up to 180 zombies with it. Now the Der Riese version of the Wunderwaffe is very risky to use because it takes away your Juggernog if you get shocked by it. So the Shino Numa version is a lot better. Excuse me, is a lot better than the Der Riese version. So let's just focus on the Shino Numa Wunderwaffe for this video. But yeah, no, this is a very just reliable wonder weapon. Like I said, infinite damage, so you're guaranteed to kill a zombie no matter what level you're on. And Shino Numa is a very easy map as it is, and the Wunderwaffe just makes it, just that 10 times easier. So it's a very just sturdy weapon, lots of ammo as well. Like I mentioned, 18 bolts you get with it, and yeah, it's just very effective at taking out a big group of zombies. Now if you've got 24 zombies, obviously the first 2 bolts would kill 20, and then you've got sort of 4 left. So some players don't tend to use the Wunderwaffe to kill the last 4 zombies. They might end up using the trap or another weapon. But yeah, no, I do love the Wunderwaffe. It was the very first decent wonder weapon that we saw in zombies, like I mentioned, and I do think it is one of the best out there. So yeah, I'm going to put the Wunderwaffe DG2 in at the number 4 spot. Now, the number 3 spot for today's video is occupied by the Thundergun from Black Ops 1. Now, the Thundergun was introduced in Kina de Toten, and it also made an appearance in Ascension as well. So there's 2 maps where you can get this weapon from, and it's only available out of the mystery box. So again, like the other 2 weapons, it's not available to purchase off the wall. And the Thundergun is, you know, probably the best weapon for helping you get out of any sticky situations. So if you're getting cornered or trapped somewhere, the Thundergun is the perfect weapon for helping you escape, because it just creates a massive, huge gust of air which just, you know, sends the zombies flying absolutely miles, and you know, the immediate area around you is just cleared from any danger. So yeah, if you're not the best player, you know, or if you're struggling to, you know, if you're not the best at training, let's just say, then using the Thundergun is just a very huge, nice safety blanket to have when playing zombies. But saying that, there are 2 things which I do dislike about it. The first thing is you can't get drops, or power-ups as some people call them. You can't get drops with the Thundergun, so, you know, it's just one of those things. If you want to get a max ammo or any specific power-up, the Thundergun will never, ever, ever give you any drops. And also the second thing, which I don't like about it, is sometimes you'll get like a phantom shot or something, like you'll shoot a gust of air from the Thundergun, but nothing will happen. Like the zombies will not be like damaged. Like the animation will still happen. Like you'll still see the gust of air get blown out of the gun, but the zombies just won't be affected. So it's just like a phantom shot, which is, you know, sort of a bit of an issue with this weapon. So yeah, there are 2 things that I do dislike about it. But saying that, it's a very iconic weapon, very, very good. You know, for if you're training, and yeah, I do think it is still an exceptional wonder weapon, and yeah, I do think it does deserve to be on my list. So I'm going to put the Thundergun in at the number 3 spot. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we have the Paralyzer from Buried of Black Ops 2. Now, the Paralyzer is a wonder weapon, of course, only available out of the mystery box, and this has infinite ammo, which technically means it has infinite damage. So how this weapon works is when you shoot a zombie with it, it will sort of slow the zombie down to the point where they stop moving, and then you can just carry on holding down the trigger. It would eventually just like evaporate the zombies, so it doesn't kill them instantly like the Wunderwaffe and the Thundergun. There's a bit of a sort of delayed, you know, you can see right there, there's a bit of a slight delay before the zombie will be killed. But like I said, it does have infinite ammo, so you don't need to worry about, you know, max ammos or anything like that. But it does overheat, so it's basically like the flamethrower from World at War. There is a number on the weapon, you can see it's like that 30, I think, at the minute, or something like that. Yeah, 31. So that number will basically go up when you shoot it, and when you're not shooting it, it will go down. And if the weapon reaches 115, if the number reaches 115, then the weapon will overheat and you can't use it for a bit. But once that number goes down a bit, you can carry on to using it. So yeah, that's the sort of, you know, method that they put in place to stop people from just sort of holding down the trigger and sitting in a corner. But yeah, no, listen, this weapon is just exceptional. You can do the bank rooftop camping spot with it. You know, the best and easiest camping spot in Zombies history is on this map on Buried, and the Paralyzer is essential to it. And also you can use the Paralyzer just to fling yourself up onto, you know, different areas of the map. It can help you maneuver around quickly and, you know, fly yourself over debris, so you don't need to get Leroy to go and, you know, destroy it. So yeah, it's got multiple uses, the Paralyzer. I love using it, and yeah, I do think it does deserve the number 2 spot. But guys, the king of the wonder weapons, in my opinion, is the Sliquifier from Black Ops 2 on the map Die Rise. Now, the Sliquifier is a buildable wonder weapon, which is also available out of the mystery box. So this is the only wonder weapon which you can actually build, excluding the staffs, obviously, from Origins. But the Sliquifier is an infinite damage wonder weapon which has an endless chain reaction. So what I mean by this is when you shoot a zombie with it, it will create obviously the purple gunk, and the zombies will start blowing up, and it will just continually just do that until zombies stop going into the gunk. So you can see in this clip there's no limit to how many zombies get killed by it. It just carries on going and going and going, and you know, you can basically just end an entire round with one shot from the Sliquifier. Now, I'm pretty sure that they did do a patch where it only killed 10 zombies, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. It seems just to be an endless chain reaction. So yeah, they must have gone back to the original Sliquifier, which is what it was like originally. But saying that, the only thing I do dislike about it is when you shoot the gunk, it creates like, you know, some sort of sticky substance on the floor, and you will end up like, you can end up slipping off the map, if that makes sense. So if you are using this weapon, don't shoot it near edges, because otherwise when you run into it, you can just sort of slide off the map and, you know, get you killed. But the zombies do also slide over in it, so you can use it to your advantage. But yeah, just be careful if you are using it. But yeah, no, this is just a fantastic wonder weapon. You can guarantee to get it every game, of course, because you can build it. Yeah, you can just shoot one gunky shot, and it'll technically can end an entire round. So yeah, the Sliquifier on paper the best wonder weapon. You get lots of ammo too. Just quickly, I forgot to mention about that. 10 shots per sort of magazine, and then you get 40 in the reserve ammo, so 50 shots in total, which is loads, especially for a wonder weapon of this caliber. So yeah, the Sliquifier, you are coming in at my number 1 spot. Now, we do have one weapon which has made my honourable mentions list, and that is the Ray Gun Mark II from Black Ops 2. Now, the Ray Gun Mark II was introduced originally on Buried, and it was then added to all of the other maps afterwards, so it's available on every map on Black Ops 2. Now, the Ray Gun Mark II is a 3-round burst pistol, and it is just a massive, huge upgrade to the original Ray Gun. So the big problems with the Ray Gun Mark I, let's say, were the splash damage, of course, and the fact that it creates crawlers. And the Ray Gun Mark II basically just decimates both of those problems. The Ray Gun Mark II is, you know, it is just so much better. It has no splash damage at all, and it doesn't create crawlers. So it just eradicates everything which the Ray Gun Mark II did. That the Ray Gun Mark I did, that was bad. But saying that, the Ray Gun Mark II is 3-round bursts, so you can't conserve your ammo as easily as you could with the Ray Gun Mark I. That's the only thing I will say I do dislike about the Ray Gun Mark II. But still, it's very, very powerful. I'm on level 29 in this clip, and the zombies are dying within 3 bullets to the chest from the Ray Gun Mark II. So, you know, that gives you an idea of how powerful the Ray Gun Mark II is. Headshot and multiplier is very good on this weapon as well. And yeah, also it's a handgun, so if you go down with it, then you can easily protect your teammates when they are reviving you. So yeah, although not a top 5 wonder weapon of all time, I don't think, I do think it is fair that I give it a mention on my honourable mentions list. So guys, that wraps up my video. Let me know what you thought about my list in the comment section down below. Also, like I mentioned earlier, if you enjoyed, please be sure to show your support by liking and subscribing. That would be very much appreciated. And also, I have created an entire playlist full of different top 5 zombie videos, so if you enjoyed, please make sure that you check out some more. But most importantly, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will catch you soon on my next video. Goodbye.